came around the point of the mountain, I couldn't even see down here. It was so dirty. So, anyway, glad you're all here. We'll have the thought and opening prayer by Michelle, and then Karma will do our thought and pledge. We'll sing Daughters of Utah Pioneers, and then have the minutes. We'll go to that one.
So how many of you know Milton Berle? How many remember him?
Okay, I do.
He was always so fun. So this is a quote from him, and it says, "Laughter is an instant vacation, and he'd love to send people on an instant vacation." I had a different quote picked out, but when she came in, so joyful. I got to read that one. Read that one. So anyway, so I hope all of you can enjoy an instant vacation today. And we'll wait just a moment.
So Cheryl Macton.
Okay, the quote we have for April is, "I am an undiluted admirer of American values and American dream, and I believe they will continue to inspire not just the people of the United States, but millions upon millions across the face of the globe." And that is the quote from Baroness Margaret Hilda Roberts. Let's see, she became a British stateswoman who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom 1979 to 1990. Stand and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I honor the flag of my state and bow my head in reverence to the pioneers who were the founders of the state of Utah.
This is your first song in your songbook, Daughters of the Utah Pioneers.
No vacations during meeting.
Let us turn our memories back far along those dreary tracks to a band of pilgrims filled with hope and grace. They had left their
order at 1:00, conducted by Captain Ruth. Thought and prayer by Captain Ruth. The quote and pledge by parliamentarian Carmen. The song, The Strength of a Pioneer, conducted by Mervis. The minutes were read, approved. And the announcements with the company officers for the 2026 Grace Haven year were announced and voted on. They were put in by acclamation. The captain is Chris Grange, first vice captain Sharon Russell, second vice captain Susan Clark, secretary treasurer Michelle Peterson, register Atana Larson, historian Donna Smith. The name of the pioneer history is Edith Ella Robbins. That was given by Lynette. The pioneer song, I Have a Little Dryland. The myth artifact was cookbooks presented by Dees. The lesson titled Jewish Pioneer Immigrants, given by Carmen. The meeting adjourned at 2:12.
Any corrections, additions? Okay, I'm standing good, just right. We'd like to welcome Brianne Palmer to our meeting today. She will be installing our officers for next year. Appreciate you coming here. And Doris is visiting with us again today. Doreen, well, I've closed.
That's all right. She's been called worse.
She's only right to call anything, but not late to dinner, so. Okay. Anyway, welcome, hope you have a good time with us. Birthdays are Teresa, Nancy, and Brenda. And I can't remember if I gave her hers already, I can't remember. I may have, maybe she'll get two. Jill that over there, would you? She's leaving for Europe in a few days. Lucky duck. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Can she walk instead of fly?
I agree. She said the only port we're going to was somewhere in Turkey.
Oh, Constantinople? No.
Turkey's pretty safe.
We didn't even offer to pack her
Safe
the
and all
paper
that.
suitcases and stuff. I printed off and then lost my pencil. Do you see it? Yeah, it's right there. The lessons for next year. And I penciled me in for one and Teresa one, because one of them's on pioneer air medicine. I thought she would be good at that one. Would you just take a minute and look at this list and see if there's something that piques your interest? We'll give Christine a head start on next year's agenda. We're gonna talk about the Donner Party, we're gonna talk about Native American women, downtown Salt Lake, First Italian Mission, Salt Lake City Cemetery, and Las Vegas Mission. They're gonna have lesson books next month instead of in June, and I was just gonna take a quick,
Sorry about that. I'm trying to find it.
anybody interested in a book for next year?
I am.
Deanna,
Deanna is.
Lynn, Sharon.
Do you know how much they are?
I would imagine they're gonna be the same, the
Oh.
$20.
We're the together, so
Okay.
just do
You
one
don't
for
want
both
your
of
own.
us.
You wanna go-
I'll inherit it anyway. I'll just inherit it. You have it for
pay
now.
us now if we happen to have it?
No.
Okay,
I
well,
said
I
we
won't
were
forget if you
splitting
don't
this.
say.
I'll send you an email.
Anybody else are talking about one of my daughters? My daughter's in the
Do they have downloadable, I mean, can you download the lessons?
Okay.
Not yet.
Michelle.
I
Okay,
kind of
I have,
probably want you to.
I have Deanna, Donna Lynn, Sharon, Michelle, Lynette, Chris, Linda. Don't we take yours off? Okay. Cross that.
And I'll have to pick mine up in June.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
Because you won't need to.
Susan, did she get you, Susan?
Susan, you want
Did you
mine?
want one?
What was it you
A
wrote?
lesson book.
Oh, sure, I might have one.
Anybody
I
else?
know, I saw that and I was like,
Teresa's in there.
We can go there.
Taking
We
it
can
all.
go there. So, I guess I'll take one.
No, you're good.
I was teasing you.
And if you decide later, just let me know.
Very nice. Just write my
Since I'm in Salt Lake County, I'll just go up and get them. They'll save all kinds of shipping.
Just write my name down.
Okay. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Alright, that will be good. Okay. One last thing before we do installation. For our meeting next month, the last one, can you believe it?
Yeah.
Crazy. What would you like to do? Do you want to do sandwiches and salad, or bring your own picnic and go somewhere? Or I just don't know about the weather. It's so weird.
Yeah, March was warmer than April.
Yeah, we're gonna do the movie, but I'm wondering if you want to do that in July, like we have done in the past, where we've had our get together in July, midsummer. Do you want to just kind of plan on the third Thursday in July? We can do it earlier in the day. We could do like 11, doesn't have to be 1. And do movie and popcorn and bring a treat, and we'll hang out and watch. I've watched the movie. It's really cool. Does it have a title, Susan?
What's that?
The movie. It's about the rescue of a little boy in the
Angels,
mines.
what is it? I ought to know.
The
because
cave,
my
the little
cousin
boy in the
went.
cave?
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that.
Would it be
It's a
here
good movie.
Mm-hmm.
in this?
Yeah, we'll just watch it on the big TV.
Oh, I see. Sounds fun.
You picked that one so we would all cry.
Oh. Oh,
Sorry, it
true.
makes me cry.
I just think it's cool because it's about here,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, so many of the stuff you can't relate to
Oh,
it,
yeah.
so, okay.
It's a good.
So for May, do you want sandwiches and salad? Do you wanna bring your own lunch? Do you wanna, what are your feelings? Do you want us to do you a luncheon?
Why don't we give everybody a rest and just bring our own lunch? What are we gonna do in May? Regular, like this?
It's a birthday party.
Oh, I
So
see.
we'll have birthday cake and ice cream from the camp. But I didn't know about if you wanted to do a lunch or
If we
soup
just
or
have dessert.
salad, or
Dessert's wonderful.
if you wanna just do ice cream and cake.
Yeah, we could do that. That'd be easy.
Okay.
Consensus?
Sounds good.
Ice cream and cake? Okay, that's what we'll do then. All right. We'll turn the time over to Bryn, and she will take care of getting these cute little ladies installed.
I've never done this before, and I looked at the instructions and I still don't get it, so,
Just,
I'll do the best I
just
can.
read off the paper.
Yeah, but there's all these things you fill in.
Okay, so this one here, you want to put Christine Grange.
A tree just came down.
Is this like in the part of the movie where they say, don't open the door? On the right?
Oh, so she will be president.
Not on the left. Yeah, a whole entire tree that's come down on the corner.
At the house or here?
On the church property.
What came down the tree?
A tree came down.
I hope
You
it's
didn't hear that?
Should I go sit
You
on
didn't
my
hear the
car?
big boom and the crack of the tree?
It's not my car.
Yeah, they were gonna wanna clear
I'll
it.
take a picture and send it to my bishop.
Okay, I'm gonna take,
I'm gonna look and see if it's a
Did you
P in the
hear it?
road.
Did you hear it?
I heard it. I heard these cracks and boom when it hit the ground.
Is it a big truck?
I'm assuming from the boom.
Lynette,
Yes.
is the official name of our camp Utah Lehigh, or is it just Lehigh?
Bluebell.
Just Lehigh.
So you don't.
Okay, it's actually just the limb, but the limb is as big as the tree. The trunk is still on the ground, it's in the parking strip on this side over there.
Yeah, so I think it's.
So-
And how many officers need to?
A truck and a chainsaw is all it needs, you don't have to drop anything.
That's good.
Then our secretary treasurer,
I'm glad it can keep growing.
secretary treasurer, historian and recorder.
Elected officers, please come up. Christine?
Elected officers.
That's us? Oh, or does she just want one?
Registrar, historian, everybody?
Donna's.
That's what we do.
Everybody but Donna.
Everybody but the
Better call you
appointed.
up.
Well, Susan did it for ours. Dorothy used to always do it for ours, and, but I can't remember what I. Oh. I was gonna say,
That
is a Teresa that gave those.
I should have had
She out in the hallway.
Hey, Tana,
Yeah, hey Tana, and I'm having a brain freeze.
the treasurer is
Who's
Michelle.
our, who's
So
our
there should be-
historian?
Donna
Oh,
Smith,
Dawn is the historian.
and she's
Okay,
not here.
she's not here.
So you should have
Yeah.
5. Donna is 6.
Right there, between us. Okay.
Michelle, aren't you doing, you're gonna do secretary and treasurer?
Right, okay. I, Bryn Palmer, a member of the International Society, Daughters of Utah Pioneers, of the Utah Lehigh Company, having been appointed official installation officer and thereby having the right and privilege to install elected officers of the International Society Daughters of Utah Pioneers of the Lehigh Bluebells, I say to each of you, you are about to assume an important office, and I charge you to study your duties contained in the Constitution and bylaws of the Society and learn from your predecessor. Will the elected officers of the Utah Lehigh Bluebells please listen as the president. This says the president or captain repeats the pledge, but,
She does.
oh, then come over here.
Alrighty.
I, Christine Grange, President of the Utah International Society of Daughters of Utah Pioneers, promise myself and fellow officers that to the best of our ability, I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws and promote the work of the society with love, dignity, and honor.
And then everyone says, I do.
You do? I can wait.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there's another little thing on here. Says, do you, the elected officers of the
Oh,
Lehigh
yeah.
Bluebells, promise to support Christine Grange in this pledge? Raise your hands and say, I do.
There you go.
I do.
Okay, great. I'm sorry, I'll be better prepared next time.
Yeah, I need to pitch a picture.
Turn back now.
Come in front of the desk. Come in
Oh,
front
okay,
of the
everybody
desk.
come in front?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't see your beautiful bodies.
Some of us have had our height.
You remember
You
how
did.
old we are, right?
Yes, I does. You did, you too, me too, you gotcha.
Just good.
Oh, yes.
No,
We'll put one with you and one without you, how about that?
Okay.
Okay, everybody smile, say cheese. Okay, and then one without Bren. Thank you so much. Scoot, scoot.
on that in a hurry.
Scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot.
good times ahead, ladies.
I wore my hair out, but I thought if I was gonna serve food, I needed it back.
I feel like I know most of you because I see you, you know, at company parties and like our one we just had, so.
Just so you know, you can share if you want, but this is the best count, sorry.
Okay. I'll go with it as long as I'm here. Thank you.
Her camp meets here too.
Yeah, we meet in the same building, but we don't have the tables here. We have them in the other room.
I was thinking about the 6 years that I have been captain, and we have survived COVID. Up north, I survived an earthquake.
Oh,
I've survived my husband's cancer. I continue to survive. It's just been a very interesting 6 years. Trying to do the Zoom thing. Do we mask? Do we meet? Do we eat? Do we talk? What do we do? So it's been a fun 6 years, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, gals, girls.
We will miss you.
This is totally out of place, but I think we need to give Ruth Ann a round of.
This is warm applause. Warm applause.
I just feel like I belong here. I feel comfortable in Salt Lake. I just love it here. You guys have all been so welcoming and allowed me to be part of your group. I consider y'all my best friends. Okay.
Whatever you really used to call your sister.
Oh, you. But I'm gonna call you daughter.
We'll call you Sister Ruth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Teresa. Dr. Ruth.
oh, Dr.
Okay, thanks. Just wanted to thank Sharon and Michelle for our refreshments. Pioneer history, I will give that, and then we'll have song Ode to the Pioneers, and then Sweet Dee will give us an artifact, and then we'll have the lesson on the Salmon River. So let me find my history. We baptized our first great-granddaughter a couple of weeks ago, and that's 8 generations of Latter-day Saints, and I just think that is so awesome for my family. My great-great-great-grandpa, is he 2 or 3? Two greats. Became a member of the church in the 1850s. So that's 200 years, almost, yeah. 170 something years. That's just amazing to me. Okay, this biography is on Louisa Jane Howe, and her parents were Samuel Milton Howe and Jane Watson Sanford. Her grandmother was Louisa Young, sister of Brigham Young, and she was killed by a mob in Nauvoo, Missouri. Nauvoo. She heard a ruckus outside and went to the door to see what was going on, and they
You should open the door.
I gave a history on her father, Samuel. He and his wife immigrated to the States, and then he left the church. And Jane Watson would not. And I just get so much strength from her that she was willing to stand up for her convictions and choose the church over her husband because he wanted her to go back with him, and she refused. Louisa was born in 1851, October 20, in Salt Lake Territory. she lost her mother. And at that time, she was an orphan because her father left, and her other siblings had all passed away as well. So she went for a time and lived with a family around the Bountiful area for a couple of years. And Brigham Young was so good to the family. He gave them support and a place to live when Mr. Howe left. At age 16, she married William H. Brown in 1892. At the time that she wrote this, she was 40 and a half years of age. She had 10 children, 8 at this time who were living. So she had my great-grandma in 1870, and then each of the kids pretty much 2 years apart. For 10 kids, bless her heart. So she and William immediately settled in Provo, and then he was called to a mission in southern Utah. They went down in, oh goodness, anyway, it was some of the earlier. I didn't recognize the mission they went to. It wasn't one that we've talked about. But they tried to do the cotton and farming, and it was pretty hostile area. They eventually came back to Provo, where they lived until their death. She was a member of Relief Society. She was in the 3rd Ward in Provo, member of Relief Society she said she lived in the same house for like 70 years. She didn't know everybody. She was loved by all who knew her for her goodness and sympathetic heart. In her household, she reigns queen by her loving and gentle kindness. And she wrote this cool little poem. When the mists have rolled in splendor from the beauty of the hills, and the sunshine warm and tender falls in splendor on the rills, you may read these shining records of this history on these pages. We shall know each other better when the mists have rolled away. I just thought that was cute. I'm so grateful for my ancestors, for the men and women both. Their lives were not easy. But I'm thinking they knew no other way. I think if we had to go back and be pioneers, I remember one time our electricity went out for all day. Somebody built a fire out by the prison or something. Anyway, it knocked out the whole valley for the whole day. It went out just as the kids were going to school and didn't come home on till after dinner. And so I thought, okay, this might be a long time, so what am I gonna do for dinner? So I got the hamburger out, and I thought, okay, it'll thaw. I can't use the microwave, no electricity here. Right? So the kids came home from school, and we were down in the basement where we have our wood stove, so we had heat. We had, when the sun went down, we had the Coleman lantern, so we had light. And I made hobo dinners, flattened that ground beef into patties, and we had carrots and potatoes on that. It was really good. So the lights came on,